Yeah.
Because I can't see your words.
Here you go. All right. So my name is Marissa Knop, and today I'm going to be talking about Alzheimer's. And so Alzheimer's is the sixth leading death in the United States, which is followed by heart disease and suicide and many other things. But Alzheimer's is a disease that hits older people, but there is a time of when it comes between 30 and 40, which is a very early stage of your brain. You'll never know you have it until you start seeing the symptoms of it. But there is different types, there's different stages, and there's plenty of symptoms that you can see, and then there's ways of lowering the risk of getting it. So the stages is mild Alzheimer's, moderate Alzheimer's, and severe Alzheimer's. Some websites say that there's 8 stages, so it's just of how they see it, but there's just a mild, a moderate, and a severe. So the mild is basically you don't remember the names, you forget names constantly, you can't think, and and you forget things that you might have just read. You see something in the newspaper and you go sit down and you can't remember it again. Or you lose objects constantly. You can't retrace your steps because you misplace things. And so you just kind of go back and forth, and that's mild. And then the moderate is you're constantly wondering, or you get lost, say you're driving or something and you don't remember where you're going. That's the middle stage of Alzheimer's. That's when you know you should probably go get checked or something. You're confused all the time. You don't know what the day is. You don't remember your name. You don't know where you're at. You don't know the time. And stuff like that. And then you might see a change in your sleep pattern. You might not be able to sleep at night, and you might sleep during the day, or you wake up too late, or you go to sleep too late, or that's when you notice something's wrong, especially if you're up in age. And severe Alzheimer's is difficult communicating, which is you can't keep a conversation going. You're constantly stopping or starting over, or you just stop mid-sentence and you're like, what's going on? Or you can't do physical things anymore, as in you can't walk by yourself. You need a cane or a wheelchair. You can't talk. You're not communicating. You're quiet. You're not eating. You need help eating. You can't stand by yourself. You're needing help, as in same with walking. And you can't go to the bathroom by yourself. You have to wear special things, or you need assistance. And then some of these may overlap. They're not always just mild, moderate, or severe. They might, you might see some in the severe and the moderate, or the moderate and the mild. But some of the main symptoms and warnings that you'll see is you might forget, like, your address. And if you're forgetting your address or your phone number or anything like something that you've learned when you were a kid and you don't know it now, you're probably going to be confused. You can't plan things on a daily basis because you can't remember what you have going on that week. You can't complete daily tasks, as in walking, going to the bathroom, eating, sitting down, driving. You're constantly needing help. Or you can't read or see colors. This is a new one I didn't know about. But if you're driving and you can't see colors, then, like on signs, something may be wrong. You might want to go get your vision checked, but that's also a symptom of Alzheimer's. And you might have trouble seeing things. You can't keep a conversation, as I said before. You're constantly losing stuff. And I saw another one where you're accusing people of stealing, and because you don't know where stuff went. So you might think of the last person that was in your house, you might accuse them of stealing. And cleanliness in Alzheimer's is a big thing because they don't know how to clean themselves anymore, especially in the severe stage, because they can't even take care of themselves. And some ways to lower the risk of getting it is constantly reading and writing, As long as you're reading books or magazines or newspapers or something, it keeps your brain working. Writing keeps your brain working because you're constantly remember how to spell things and stuff like that. And playing musical instruments, which in my grandma's case, she has severe Alzheimer's, and she played instruments her whole entire life. And although she has Alzheimer's now, it still kept her going because in the mild to moderate stage, she was still able to play. And to now, she's in the severe stage, but she can still remember the beats and the sounds of the songs that she played. And if you play sports or stay active, that's another way of reducing it because you're not sitting down and you're not moving. You're constantly working. And walking is always a big thing, as in Grandma's words, walking. And I have two graphs. This one is age 65 and older for Alzheimer's disease. Most of it's most likely in females than males. And this was in 2011, and it says 65% female and 34% male was affected. And then this one is age differences from 10 years ago to now. There's more 85 and older people getting diagnosed with Alzheimer's rather than 65 through 70. And so I'm going to leave in the words of Jamie Calandrio. The disease might hide the person underneath, but there's still a person in there who needs your love and attention.
Nicely done.